This is no ordinary watch. It's a Flieger watch. Flieger watches go back to World War II and cost around $1,000 to $2,000 or more. But this one cost only $219 or less. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Nishan's Vision. Before we start the video, 96.3% of you haven't subscribed to this channel. It'll be really enthusiastic for me if you can please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification icon so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. If you're not familiar with the term Flieger, you need to go back to World War II. So during World War II, German Air Force needed a watch which was reliable enough to wear in their hands. Before, they used to have pocket watches which was not really suitable when they're going on air. So they needed a watch which had a few certain features. First of all, the watch needed to be legible during day and night and during aircraft. The watch needed to be anti-magnetic, and it needs to have a manual winding so that it will be easier for them to wind the watch. There came the Flieger watches. Seiko was the first brand to introduce Flieger watches. Flieger is sometimes translated in German as pilot's watch. Seiko introduced the Flieger watches. There were two types of it. One was Type A, which had numericals with hour markers. Only the numericals were present with hour markers. And then there was Type B, which came in later on, which had the hour and minute markers. So hour markers were in the center circle, and the minute marker at 5-minute intervals were around the. So Type B was preferred by most pilots, which is easier to read as it had more precision, where you can see the hour and minute markers for precise timings. So the iconic thing about a Flieger watch is that normally it will be 55mm in diameter, and it has an onion shaped crown which was easier for winding. Most of the Flieger watches used to have black dial. It won't have any reflection, easier to read. The 12 o'clock position will have a triangle with two dots. At Type A used to have triangle with two dots, and then the two dots started to vanish and you have only a triangle at 12 o'clock position, so that it was easier for pilots to navigate their latitude using this arrow. Companies like IWC, Hamilton and Seiko still make Flieger watches at a price point around $2,000. Having all the aspects of a Type B Flieger watch, you get the Seiko 5 Sports Flieger. So the Seiko 5 Sports Flieger has an automatic movement with a manual winding function, a 39.4mm round dial. It has 10 bar of water resistance, stainless steel body, stop second hand function, a day-date display, bicolor lume which is lumi bright on hands and indices, and it has a 24 jewel movement which is caliber 4R36 with an approximate of 41 hours power reserve. This watch is smaller in diameter with a 39.4mm dial, so which is quite small for some people. The design of this watch is a truthful replication of the Type B Flieger watch with a few new design changes because of the Seiko 5 series. You have the word automatic representing the movement of this watch above the 6 o'clock position and Seiko 5 symbol below the 12 o'clock position. And you have a day-date function. This day-date function is quite common nowadays in all Flieger watches, and this watch is completely made of stainless steel. So this material is quite hard and light, and it has a brushed stainless steel, so it makes scratches appear less. Hardlex glass has a little magnification to it which makes the indices and day-date function much clearer. Strap is of 21mm width, so you can change it to any other strap you want, but this strap comes in two materials, which is nylon on the top and leather in the bottom, and the color scheme is a replica of the dial. So you have a green in the top and orange at the bottom, and it has a very soft leather which makes it really comfortable in your wrists, and you need to find the perfect fit to this watch because it can be quite loose or too tight sometimes. So once you find the snug fit, it perfectly fits your hand and you won't have any discomfort of wearing a nylon strap. This watch also has an open back case which is of just aesthetic value, but it looks really cool person. So you can see the movement of the watch and you have the caliber number and Seiko 5 branding behind. So it is purely aesthetical, so if you want to see the movement running, you can just remove the watch and flip it and see. Day date function has a trick up its sleeve. It displays in two languages, English as well as German. So when you're setting the watch for the first time and you set the day date in English, it automatically changes the day date to English. So you won't have any problem as such. But when the watch stops and you're again setting it back, winding it back and setting it back, then you need to be careful that you don't set the in German. You need to set it in English. So I don't understand the mechanism how that works, because once you set it in one language, it automatically changes to the it displays the same language without showing the other language, which is a really cool mechanism which I don't understand. I need to learn more about that. And one more thing is, the weekdays are displayed in black. So any Monday to Friday is displayed in black, Saturday is displayed in blue, and Sunday is displayed in red, which is a welcoming change. The caliber 4R36 works flawlessly with this watch, but I found a thing which happened to me, but it can happen to any watch, is that I used this watch for nearly 4 to 5 days in a row, and I left it a day without using it, and the watch stopped working. It was supposed to have a 40-hour power reserve, but it stopped working, so I had to manually wind the watch back. But when I used the watch for only 1 hour or 2 a day and I left the watch, it seemed to work more than wearing it continuously. So this might be a one-off thing, but if you wear the watch regularly every day, then this is not going to be a problem. Even though the price point of this watch is around 25,000 rupees or $219, there are a few minor flaws which I observed. Curved hardlex glass seems to have a lot of smudges to it. The leather, say the strap, when you're washing your hands or use a lot of water when you're wearing the watch, the dye seems to stick to your wrist. So that is something which I don't like. And the same thing with stainless steel, when you use water it gets smudged. I don't feel there's any major flaw in this watch, and I've already mentioned about the movement. That is purely based on if you're storing the watch. Are you new to the market for an automatic watch, then this is a starting, like the Seiko 5 series, not only the Flieger, any Seiko 5 series is something you can start with. So they're more reliable, and you have the materials. If you go to other Seiko 5 models, you have a steel strap also and a bigger diameter, so which makes it much easier for you to wear it every day, and it's scratch resistant. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the video. Please do like, share and comment on this video, and if you own a Flieger watch, please do mention it on the comments, and see you in the next video. Peace out.